into the Aegis. You don't believe in it. You don't. I know you don't believe in it, but I don't know. I feel
it. I love Shuton's Olimar, and don't get me wrong, he is one of the best Aegis in the world, but the faith in Aegis, I feel like, is just not there for me quite yet, as America has like learned the matchup super well, but maybe he knows, maybe he's played a Roy in Japan and knows the matchup much better than the Olimar, but I feel like Olimar does pretty well.
There's a Koru, so he like there's
yeah.
You got like a pretty good Roy out there, so I don't know. I don't know how much Shuton has played against Hikaru. I don't know. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that and everything, but I don't know how much they've played this matchup. Also, probably when they've traveled over, maybe played a little bit against like Cola, maybe against Mugen as well. I mean, of course, you have to expect Roy when you come over to the U.S. It is the character for the U.S. We have all the Roys, you know? It's like going out to Japan and not knowing how to play against a camper. Like, it's so defensive, you've got to be ready for it. Meanwhile, America, look at that. Oh, dead? I think that's dead, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Good edge guarding flowchart from Shuton as he continues to edge guard him. He's already dead.
He's just having fun with it. He's like, look, I'll play with my foot a little bit.
You know what? I think it's also pretty smart because it decels your moves. I mean, that's something that's maybe a little bit more meta, but I'm sure Shuton's thinking about that too. But Goblin able to come right back with that Angel platform invincibility, the low-key underrated comeback mechanic of Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, no, I think a lot of the players today have kind of been disrespecting it, where they just stand so close and they're just like,
you need to find a happy place to wait out the invincibility for sure, as these players are going to be able to match your aggression, especially when you're trying to like run around them. You should just try to avoid it, and because so far Goblin with this advantage has been really good, but getting hit with the Wi-Fi Classic 40% off the Prominence Revolt, now 67% as he continues to try to juggle Shuton, but Shuton's been snapping back as well. This neutral has been extremely close for both players, both winning. It feels like they're taking turns. It's like a ping pong back and forth and back and forth and back and forth on who is going to be able to win enough neutral interactions to take a stock. Now Shuton winning again, sending him off stage.
I will say we kind of got that weird matchup experience where it was Goblin versus the Kazuya, you know, where, all right, you have to play a lot more patient and wallow him out. This is a lot more of a classic matchup for Roy. When it comes down to it, even Mithra doesn't have, like, the best frame data to mess with what Roy can do. And so you're going to see a lot more aggression, that classic from, like, Goblin, where, all right, I'm going to just burst you in. I know you got a sword as well. I could run up shield. I could go ahead, call out your jumps and how you're going to play, and I can just keep the pressure on you. It's my turn to be the offensive player. And so I'm really excited to see how Goblin utilizes that. And even against Olimar, overall, Goblin is probably feeling a lot more comfortable with this matchup than he was against the Kazuya, you know?
Absolutely. I feel like you have a much better chance. There's, of course, more readily available, you know, Olimars to practice against, as well as Aegis. There's tons of Aegis in every region you're going to. Shout out to Dragneil SoCal and a bunch of other great Cosmos, and there's just so many great Pirate
That was
Mithras.
so good. The understanding, like, right there that, oh, hey, you can just kill me. I don't have the recovery, which is one of the reasons why I do like this Aegis pick, is Mithra just has some really good edge guarding that I don't think enough players utilize. And Goblin just having the acknowledgement to be watching for what is the option, what is the pick. Are you going to come out with the forward air? Are you going to come out with the upbeat and air dodging to ledge when he saw Shuton go to pull that trigger?
Wait a minute, is that the drop that he needs? Shuton now in advantage state. Goblin making a correct, I'd like to say, read on that forward smash, but that's not it.
No, it's not it. It's not it. Look, Shuton firing back that down air into up air, beautifully placed, getting game one. Dude, both these players were seeded for top 8. One of them ain't making it. Is the homegrown Roy? One of the fan favorites. Hog Rider. One of the fan favorites, or is it Shuton?
Also a fan favorite.
Yeah, also a fan favorite.
Wouldn't it be crazy if one of the Japanese players didn't make it into top 8?
That would be wild. The storyline. No, another storyline that's cooking up. The Buzz and Grands winner side. Zomba making the losers run. Dude, I kind of want to see it. The Crown Prince versus the King of New York, who's been fiending for that major. Yeah, add Crown too.
Crown it.
Nothing better. nothing better.
I have the Buzz winning the tournament anyway, but that would be awesome.
That would be amazing.
But here we go now as we cut back to the Shuton Goblin match, as Goblin already starting off pretty confidently here, I'm sorry, versus the Mithra.
Both
competent and confidently. 103% now with the juggle state, and has him trying to land, but Shuton able to get a mash out. Not enough.
Bro, you are bold for that one.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, Shuton, all he has to do is just drift a little bit more, and you went for up smash of all things. Up B would have been just fine. That might have even killed. You were on that like platform right there. You might have had it up.
Back throw, dash attack. Did you see the range on that? You got a nice little fire sword there, but my fire sword actually functions as a sword.
I have a fire sword. You got the butter knife. You got like that 100-degree knife from
it's a blazing toothpick.
That's all it is. It's all. Oh, you lit the little. You hold in the match, bro. What are you gonna do with it? I don't care. Boom! I'm the queen.
Of that fire sword, dude. That was an amazing back throw into the dash attack. Mix up, and now that's Goblin
used his double jump.
You know what, Shuton proved me wrong. The Aegis working out amazingly well as he's able to get these big call-outs with Pyra as well as these edge guards with Mithra with that uppy flowchart. And look at that patience holding his shield on the platform as Goblin sharks around it, tries to get a shield drop out, but in a really bad spot as he's able to get a reversal up air. 26% on Goblin as he needs to make a attempt to bring it to a 1-1 set. Oh, look at this combo from Goblin.
Did you see that down tilt to like call out the uppy? It just came out just fast enough to where it just nicked Goblin's feet. And like, oh, you little toesies, I'm gonna cut him and pop you right up. Bro. Dude, that's some Jake style F smash right there. Look, he been learning from the Steve mains. He's just gonna let that F smash rip. I mean, I don't blame him. You got to make a comeback here. The nice thing is you're playing Roy. You got some explosiveness inside of your play. All you need to do is get a little bit of something going. The issue is Mithra, like, even though, yes, you have, like...
That was scary.
I'm having an aneurysm.
Dude, that was crazy.
That gave me a heart attack, dude.
And
oh my
hey,
gosh.
You know, Goblin lost the game on the back of a missed forward smash. Maybe Shuton will too with that drop, but catching the double jump, that should be it.
Oh,
if he
yeah.
can find the forward air, yes, he does. Just has to wait out. There's a very linear recovery once Roy doesn't have that double jump. We talk about Chrom and Roy and Roy's consistency on those recoveries compared to Chrom, but the thing is that because Roy doesn't have as much speed in the air with the air drift, it becomes very telegraphed once you lose that double jump, and you don't really have that cheese factor too. Maybe sometimes with Chrom, you get a little bit too antsy off stage, you get uppy, but now you're seeing Shuton really kicking it into gear with this Aegis. I like this. I was thinking we were going to see the Olimar, but maybe holding that in the back pocket as his Aegis is just enough to carry on into a 2-0 now.
Yeah, no, this Aegis is looking really good.
Much better than versus Kurama, for sure.
I also think it's doing better than a lot of the Aegis that we see in, like, North America, where it's just the willingness to go off stage is one of the big things. There's a lot of players and a lot of characters that either can't or aren't willing to like go off stage. Meanwhile, Aegis has some really good tools for that. I mean, the fair is really fast and you can recover fast enough where it's not too bad. And then I remember day one just thinking the Mithra up B with the charge projectile spread is going to be just a fiend against some of these characters with bad recoveries. And we're seeing that right now with Shuton versus Goblin, and I love just the willingness to go off stage. That's the big thing. I don't think enough players do that, and I love to see it.
You need to be able to tell yourself that, yes, I'm okay with going off stage. I know my character is known for being able to be gimped, but not like this. Goblin with a very unfortunate SE on his way to try to edgeguard Shuton, going a little bit too low with that forward air, and now Shuton with the lead as he gets 26%, now climbing, while Goblin doesn't really have the opportunity to answer back. Gets the back air there on a scrap situation, but no kill there on this edge guard. He can't really edge guard the same way. He doesn't have that safe flowchart projectile kind of uppy situation that Shuton has. And it's really showing.
Along with the fair is like surprisingly lingering with both Pyra and Mithra. Dude, that is just the same energy of clip as the BOBC4 clip of T versus Ouch, where it's just electric win over and over, except this time it's Pyra side B. Dude, remember when everyone was saying that move was just good online? It's coming back.
It's coming back. we're seeing some crazy stuff from Shuton. Really not pulling any of his punches, utilizing everything he can, gets the scoop to extend onto the platform, and now Shuton looking to be the person to make it into top 8 loser side unless Goblin can make something happen. I don't want to count out Goblin yet. Goblin, a very momentum heavy, strong, solid Void player, can definitely come back from a disadvantage like this, but with that footstool, Shuton is looking very, very confident in this matchup. 2 stocks to 1 now. Goblin, can he find it in himself, that fire that burns his sword? Can he find it in his heart to come back, or is Shuton going to close it out with a fire of his own?
Straight off into that down tilt up smash again and again, that Angel platform. Just immediately winning neutral for a lot of these players. And right there, the catch with the upbeat, that was so good, realizing that Goblin had jumped over Shuton to avoid any aggression, but it just didn't matter. Not charging, though. I think the charge might have been able to do it. Looking for the back air. Foresight doing some good work. Dude, this is looking very scary for Goblin. Tech chase? Oh,
good tech away. I like that a lot. Good players will almost always tech in the corner. They don't really want to give people, they want to make people work for their tech chases, right? So you see it again there. He had to read that he was going to roll away, but if you're not fully ready to commit to that, you're not going to hit it, which is so important. You're already seeing Shuton, like, even though he's up so much, he's making Goblin work for this last stock, and
that
here
was
we are.
So good. The tippers, the sour spot tipper up tilt into the jab back air, absolutely beautiful. I love seeing those little combos that, given you see the jab back air all the time, but the awareness of the sour spot up tilt was so good. And now he is making moves. Oh, he's going deep for it, dude. He is wanting this. He is fiending. He wants to show that he is one of the best, but it doesn't matter when it comes down to it. Shuton, so consistent, firing right back with that back air, sealing it 3-0 and showing why he was the 2nd seed and why he's going to keep going right back to that top.